want to check I can pay it in immediately?
Oh yeah.
Any sugar?
Oh no, that's lovely, thank you. Thank you.
You right, Lily? You've had your butter first.
Lovely, thank you very much.
She's like, what the hell?
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm just getting an evil look from that. We're out on another day trip. Amanda and Roxy with me again today, and Amanda insisted on having a McDonald's for breakfast today.
I don't think that's entirely true. I didn't insist.
You did. You said I'm only coming.
Fancied it.
Oh, you said you're only coming if we get a McDonald's
I did
first.
not. I
You
not.
did. You so did. So did. Anyway, we're off on a little explore today. So let's go find out what we've gone to look at. So today we parked the van up in Brighton, and I've came to an open air market where happens to be an event going on. As some of you might know, I'm really into my vegetable gardening, and in Brighton each year there's the Seedy Sunday, which is an annual seed swapping event. It's the longest running and the biggest in the UK, I believe. It certainly was in the past anyway. I don't think it happened last year due to COVID, but I was here just before COVID struck, and I try and come every year to get a good collection of seeds. It's also quite a nice location, being an open air market here, and somewhere a lot of exploring can be done. But not only that, we're in Brighton, so lots to do look around here as well. Amanda's just over there looking at some books that she's probably going to buy. She does like a good book. We swear we have a library at home with the amount of books she has. Well, we had hoped to go for a bit of a walk around the park, but it's absolutely just hammering it down with rain, so we've given up on that idea. Jump back into the warm motor, healthy, and hopefully by the time we get to the next destination it'll start to dry up. Fingers crossed. This is a times that English weather in February, isn't it fantastic?
Yeah, but it was so easy to jump in to this car though.
It was easy to jump in, yeah, that's true. It was easy
to jump in.
Easy to jump in, even Roxy jumped in on her own, so yeah, but that was a good trip to Seedy Sunday, I've got to say. Yeah, anyway, let's get on to our next place. Right, we made it to our next location and the sun's just came out. I've left the lights on, so let's turn those off. And let's get Roxy out so we can take her for a walk. Unfortunately, what we're hoping to look at is closed, and I think it's been closed for a while, so can't go in there, but we can at least have a look on the outside. Well, behind me is Shoreham Fort, which is we were hoping to go and have a look in, but it's closed today, which is a shame. But we can still walk the beach with Roxy and have a walk around the outside. Now I know a bit about this fort because I've got a friend who has worked on it. In fact, my wife has been restoring the prototype for this prototype in Littlehampton, and this is a Palmerston Fort, which was designed during the Napoleonic era to try and protect the coast from invasion from France. Unfortunately, fortunately I should say, it never got into use. So, but there was quite a few of these built all over the country. They were considered a bit of a waste of money in the end because they just never got used. But yeah, they're quite an interesting thing to go and find out if you are in the area. Well, unfortunately, the weather just seemed to get worse and worse, that we had to cut off our trip a little bit short. The sea and the wind was just hammering against us, and it became a little bit miserable. So we headed home, and that's where I decided it was time to try sleeping in the van overnight. Well, good morning everybody. I decided last night I was going to sleep inside Alfie, just on my driveway, nowhere special, excuse me, just to see how things were and whether I could actually sleep in this. I've got to admit, I've had better nights sleep. Main problem being these thermal blinds. The one behind me, as you can see, is off the window. It fell down a few times during the night. It kept popping it up and seeing how it got on. And the I'm sleeping on a self-inflating mattress that doesn't offer much padding. The actual bed itself is quite comfortable, but I just wanted the mattress to take out some of the unevenness, and that hasn't performed well. But the jungle blanket wasn't too bad. It did keep me fairly warm. I'm sure there's better ways, better blankets out there that we might get in the future once I've done a few more camps. I mean, February is probably not the best time to try sleeping in this anyway. It's pretty cold time of year. But the good thing is, at least we've tested it. We've got more that we can do in the future. So we'll carry on with doing that and seeing how we get on. Sorry, first thing in the morning, I'm not quite got my thinking head on, and I've got to get off to work in a minute. So yeah, another criticism I've just thought with the thermal curtains that I've brought, they weren't cheap. They nearly cost me £100, and they don't even fit the windows properly. A lot of light getting in round them. So yeah, quite an interesting night to say the least. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me in this video. We'll be back again next time. So until then, please take care. Right, let's get off to work.